My name is Hongyi Wang. I'm here with three other colleagues of mine today.
Hi, I'm Stihlyn Chamberlain.
Hi, I'm Melina, Islas.
I'm César, Villalobos.
We're all school psychology students at the University of Arizona. We want to make a video to talk about what you as a parent or caregiver can do at home during this difficult time. A new type of coronavirus, abbreviated COVID-19, is causing an outbreak of lung disease. Although this disease is contagious and the severity of illness can vary from individual to individual, there are steps we can take to prevent the spread of infection. Acknowledging some level of concern without panicking is appropriate and can result in taking actions that reduce the risk of illness. Helping children cope with anxiety requires providing accurate prevention information and facts without causing undue alarm. It is very important to remember that children look to adults for guidance on how to react to stressful events. If parents seem overly worried, children's anxiety may rise. Teaching children positive preventative measures, talking with them about their fears, and giving them a sense of some control over their risk of infection can help reduce anxiety. Concerns over COVID-19 can make children and families anxious, and may also lead to placing blame on others who are perceived to be associated with the outbreak. Although the initial spread of COVID-19 occurred in China, it is important to inform your children that COVID-19 does not recognize race, nationality, or ethnicity. Individuals of Chinese ancestry or of any other Asian nationality are not more vulnerable to this illness. In this video, we will provide some very simple steps and tips for you to practice at home to ensure a safe and appropriate environment for your children. For example, remember to remain calm and be reassuring. Emphasize that you and your family are fine. Make yourself available to your children. Give extra attention to your children's concerns and questions. Monitor television viewing and social media. Try to avoid watching or listening to information that might be upsetting when your children are present. And also keep an open communication with your school. Talk to your school staff if your child is sick, having difficulties, or experiencing anxiety or stress. Make sure to follow all instructions from your school.
You are doing an amazing job during an incredibly hard time. This is not something you could have ever been prepared for, and you should not feel as though you aren't doing enough. You are keeping your child safe and loved, and that's what matters. Don't feel the pressure to have to be some kind of super parent right now. During this challenging time, it is also important that you take care of yourself. Your health is just as important. Remember to take a breath when you feel nothing is going right, and remind yourself that this will come to an end, and you will be even stronger from it. Try to take everything just one day at a time, as it can be anxiety-provoking and angering to try to be planning ahead. During this time, you are able to spend some quality time with your kids and really get to know them, which they will remember later. They will know one day that you did your best and kept them safe. Remember, we are all in this together.
A natural instinct for parents and other caregivers is to put their personal needs aside in order to ensure the safety and well-being of their children. Especially at this time when so many of our schedules and regular comforts and support systems have been disrupted, it is important to be mindful of our feelings of stress or burnout. Some suggestions to prevent burnout are to practice physical self-care, emotional self-care, social connection, and to acknowledge when you or your family need extra resources, such as financial services, mental health services, or community services. César will go through some examples of how to address each of these areas of self-care.
We'd like to remind you guys that there are a couple of things that you can do to get through this tough time. The first one being, we'd like to encourage you guys to maintain good levels of physical wellness. That is, drink lots of water, get enough sleep, maintain a good routine, and ensure that you are getting enough movement during the day, whether that is outdoors or indoors. The second thing is that we'd like to encourage people to maintain meaningful connections. That is, reaching out to those loved ones that you may have not talked to in a while. That will establish both support and it'll establish empathy, understanding that we are all in this together, sharing in this struggle. The third thing that we'd encourage is to be more clear with the way we express ourselves. This may come in the form of telling your loved one that you need a break or you need extra time to work on or study during this time. The fourth thing would be to take a pause and reflect. Be aware of what you're feeling, identify what it is you need, and take time to relax. During these times, we may not be focusing on ourselves or we may have many things to do. So we'd encourage that we take a break to sit back and unwind and understand what it is that we're needing during this time. Lastly, we'd encourage you guys to try a new hobby. Maybe there's something that you guys haven't done that you wanted to do for a while, and it uses your creativity, whether that's baking, reading, creating music. Do things that will make you feel good, that will make you have those feel good hormones, that will help you stay busy and divert your attention from the stress and worries that may accompany this time.
We hope you are doing well, and remember, we are all in this together. Hi, today we're going to be reading a social story that you can share with your children about the coronavirus. Coronavirus. Why do I have to stay at home? A social narrative for children. Sometimes people get sick. Little things called germs make people sick.
When people get sick, they usually stay home. That way we don't spread the germs. Right now, there are some germs called coronavirus that are making a lot of people get sick.
It is very important that I stay in my house or my yard right now. That way I won't get sick. This means that I will not go to restaurants for a little while. I can eat at home for now. Also, I will not be going to school or stores right now.
This might make me feel a little sad, but my family will help me find fun things to do at home. When the coronavirus germs are gone, my family will tell me and we can go back to my favorite places again. It will be okay.